Here is the senior center and the all-time shot block leader in the Mountain West Conference. Here is Skylar Spencer on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hey, Skylar.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good.
You know, we're up here at the Super Bowl in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you got a pick in the game?
I'm going to go with the Panthers, but I just hope it's a good game either way.
You're going to go with the Panthers, and I'm going to guess you're probably a Cam Newton fan.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Well, that's because Peyton Manning was playing in the NFL before you were born.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now,
I'll go with the young guy.
do you like the dab? I mean, can you drop one down? I mean, are you
a little bit, yeah.
You gonna ever do it in a San Diego State game, like after a big dunk and a foul and a whistle is blown and you dab and then Coach Fisher freaks out at you?
Maybe not. I'll probably hold it for after the game.
Here's what I would do if I were you. I'd say if Coach said, Spencer,
don't dab.
I mean, get over here now. Sky, come over here. You don't dab after a big dunk. You just remind him, hey, Coach, Jamal Franklin threw one up off the backboard and put it down. You can get on him. Come on.
Exactly.
Just give it a thought. That's all I'm saying. Skylar, how would you describe for everybody tuning in today how the season turned to the point where you guys are now unbeaten in conference play, have this crazy road record in conference play? How did it all turn for you guys?
I would say, after we lost 2 in a row and we were able to go home, think about it, and I think we all just came with a new refreshed energy and we just bought into what the coaches were saying. And we just were able to start with a whole new year and take a game at a time.
Those 2 losses at home against Grand Canyon, which was none of us knew who they were.
Shocking.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know who they were.
Right.
And then losing at home to Kansas, which is no embarrassment.
No, not at all.
But you're saying after that Kansas game, that's when something happened.
Yeah, it wasn't what we were about. Losing back-to-back home games, back-to-back games, period. It just left a real bad taste in everybody's mouth, especially mine. I didn't come here to do that. And so, it was time for a change, and it just happened to be perfect timing right with conference to turn it all around.
Time for a change normally means time for maybe a locker room meeting and kind of air some things out. You guys go through that?
A little bit, yeah. We had times where, the team would all get like in a little group text or whatever, and we kind of speak our minds and try to figure out ways to fix it, and little things like that.
It's funny, Billy Ray, a team meeting in the locker room is the old school way. Now you can just do a group text.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skylar Spencer, the senior center from San Diego State on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Okay, so we've talked to Winston about this, and let's talk to you about it also. As the season got started, you're a senior, you're a starter, you're an accomplished guy already, but you guys got benched. And you guys handled it, you and Winston, just like total pros. No complaining, no whining, certainly not publicly. What was that like for you, and how did you find your way back into the starting lineup?
Well, when it happened, it caught me off guard. But, at the end of the day, we're all one team. It doesn't really matter who's starting and who's coming off the bench. We all play, and we all have to contribute. And, being the captain of the team, I can't complain and have a bad attitude about it because that will rub off on everybody else. So, I just rolled with it, believed in it all the way, and, turned it into something good.
And like you said, you're all one team, and you have unbreakable trust in your coach. Exactly. I can only assume that.
Yes, exactly.
Skylar Spencer on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. It's quite amazing because in today's day and age, we think that athletes, even college athletes, are kind of so decorated and so adored, if you will, especially when you're a senior and you've already got all these records. How dare he bench me, And the way you guys came back is It's quite spectacular, frankly.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I could have taken it that way, but, at the end of the day, it wouldn't have done anything except hurt me and hurt the team. So, there's no really positive outcome of that. So I have to approach it in a new way that's going to react positively on me and everybody else.
Skylar, do you think that now you guys have gone on this winning streak and you guys have done it, on the road in particular, which has been so impressive, do you think you guys, I'm not saying it's over yet, but have you done enough to really get into the minds, if you will, of the selection committee? In other words, if for some reason you guys don't win in the conference tournament, do you feel like you've improved your resume enough to get in as an at-large team?
I don't know. I would hope so, but, we're only halfway through conference. We could go from here and lose 8 games in a row, and then it won't be as nice. So, we're still focusing on winning every game. I wouldn't say that we got comfortable in the least bit. We have a lot of making up to do, and, sometimes the NCAA isn't as nice and forgiving about the past, unless you've had some real big wins under your belt. So, hopefully we just stick with it and win all the games where we won't have to worry about that.
Yeah, there you go. And it starts again this Saturday at home against New Mexico, and it's a 1 o'clock tip for everybody that's making their plans. And you might be thinking to yourself, Saturday night we're going to the game. No, it's a 1 o'clock game on Saturday when New Mexico comes to town to take on San Diego State. Skylar, always great talking to you, dude, and we'll see you again real soon.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Always.